Hello, and welcome to Sunspiration. If you're watching for the first time, Sunspiration is inspiration from the Holy Bible. I am a speaker and a Christian, so every Sunday I go into the Holy Bible and I find a powerful message to inspire you for the week. In this month of April, I've been looking at a great topic called The Time Will Come. As we kicked off January talking about creation, and we've come all the way to April now, one thing that's really important about the year is, as we're wrapping up the first month of the second quarter of this year, a lot of people start this journey, but most of them will have dropped off by the wayside. I know all of us can tell stories of great things that we started, or thoughts that we had in our minds, and things that we started doing and now realize that we've actually stopped. It could be groups, it could be speeches, it could be different things. And so in April, I've been looking at The Time Will Come. As we all know, whatever you start and you believe in, the time will come in which there will be a result. As the saying goes, sowing time, harvest time. Whatever you sow, you will definitely reap. But the question remains, the watering. You put that seed in the ground. Do you water it? Do you look after it? Do you clear the weed that's all around it so that you can definitely get that bountiful harvest that you actually deserve? And when I talk about a time will come, I know it is pretty obvious. But what I want to stick with now is that staying power. Consistency. Being able to stay and carry on right to the end. There are times it will look as if you are actually wasting your time. And that's why I love the story of Elijah and Elisha. And that can be found across the books of 1st and 2nd Kings in the Holy Bible. It is a very familiar story we've all heard about. Elijah was taken up to heaven. He's one of those people who actually never died. But what's interesting is the story of Elisha, which was his servant. When he called him, the first thing Elisha did was he burned all the oxen that he had. He cooked it and they ate it. So what was the first thing he did was he got rid of everything that was going to make him go back. As you started this year, you had dreams, you had goals, you had plans. Maybe your dream was even to lose weight, which I could tell a good story about that. I put a pair of trousers on, I realized, hang on here, these trousers are getting too tight. I need to do something about it. But when I started exercising, the ultimate thing I did to myself was I stopped buying the big clothes. I started buying smaller sizes. So I knew that I had to fit into those smaller sizes. But because I had got rid of the bigger sizes, I had no choice but to continue exercising. And the day I let my guard down, I'm going to end up having no clothes even to wear at all. And that's why I want to encourage you. Stage one of what Elisha did was he made sure he got rid of anything that was going to take him back to where he was before. Secondly, as he was following Elijah, Elijah said to Elisha, "What do you want?" And he said to him, "I want a double portion of your anointing." And he said, "If you see me being taken up, you will get it." So that means he said to him, if you stay till the end, you will get what you want. So the most important thing for us is having that full understanding of what we want. When he asked him, he was very clear about what he wanted. And he was willing to stay, as I've been talking about the staying power, all the way to the end to get it. And spoiler alert, yes, he definitely got it. Was it an easy ride? No, it was. And that's the third thing I want to talk about today. People told him, "Do you realize your master is going to be taken up today?" He said, "Yes, I know." There will be people who will come around you and try and tell you things to discourage you along this journey. But remember, you have burnt all the oxen. Remember, you clearly know what you want. So whatever they say to you, the promise was there. Elijah said to Elisha, "If you can stay with me all the way to the end, you will get that double portion." And guess what? He stayed. And guess what? He got the double portion. So today I want to encourage you. First things first, one way of not taking yourself back to where you used to be before is one way, either deleting those phone numbers, either turning away from those people, or even either getting rid of those bigger clothes, as I did in my own case, so that I can make sure that if I put on weight again, I'll have no clothes to wear. When I think of that, it's enough to make me carry on. Elisha burnt all the oxen and made sure he left it behind before he followed Elijah, so there was no going back. Elisha was clear about what he wanted, and because he was clear about what he wanted, he stayed till the end. And even though people said to him, look, mate, your master's going to go and leave you, he knew that, but he knew what result he was going to get if he stayed with his master all the way to the end. This is the last Sunday in the month of April. I really want to encourage you. Be very clear about what you want. Learn that there are times, not all the time, take note, there are times you have to burn the bridges to make sure you don't go back to where you were before. And remember, this is all about the staying power. Elisha stayed all the way to the end, and he got the double portion because he was clear about what he wanted. He was willing to go all the way. Even when he was told that, look, you might be wasting your time, he still insisted, and he stayed all the way to the end for the double portion. When you put a seed in the ground, you don't end up getting one seed when you put one seed in the ground. You end up getting a lot of more seeds than what you are putting in the ground. So remember, Elisha had the double portion. Your harvest will be bountiful if you choose to stay till the end. Stay blessed. I love you.